everybody, this is Patty Sliney, Handy Quilter National Educator, and I wanted to do a really quick little video on a question that came up on social media on one of our Facebook groups, and they were asking, they were attempting to open a design file, and in the folder, their design files were represented by different color squares, and they were wondering what the different colors meant. So I wanted to show you exactly what that means and how you can find that out. So to open a design, we always want to use the File tab. We don't want to be on any of these other tabs. We want to be on the File tab and then select Design and Open. And that tells ProStitcher to go look for all design files that are compatible with ProStitcher and make them viewable. So I'm going to scroll down to a little test folder I made, select it. So now I'm on my C drive, Designs folder, Test folder. And you can see right here, I'm in my test folder because it's green. And that's something that's very important to understand about ProStitcher. Anytime you see a button or tool and it is green, that means that tool is active or on. And that's exactly what these three buttons mean down here. Means that the view of these three stitch file formats are turned on for you. And as you can see, we have three different colors here. We have some green squares and some blue squares and then some tan squares. And they all represent different file formats. And here's how you know. Let's go ahead and turn one of these file formats off so they're not viewable. So let's say I touch HQF, turn it off, and then all my tan buttons went away. So it's not that they aren't in this folder, they still are. They're just not viewable because we've turned the view of them off. So I'll turn it back on. They reappear, so they're still there. So that tells me that HQF files with a design file with a file extension of HQF are showing as tan files. If I turn off my HQV files, all my green squares went away. So we know that green represents the file extension HQV. And lastly, obviously, if I turn QLI off, the blue squares go away. They're hidden. So blue represents QLI. So just thought I'd point that out to you. These are by default always on, but if for some reason you want to narrow down and say, hey, I just want to see my HQV files, you can turn those two file formats off. These are the only three file formats that ProStitcher can read. And then we just have it narrowed down to HQV files. So sometimes you might want to do that. That's why this option is there for you. And that's what those different colors mean. Green is HQV, blue is QLI, and tan is the older HQF stitch file format. So hope that helps. Hope that's interesting, and happy quilting.